What if I told you that in this game, there's a card with a potential engine value of 8 points per turn? What if I told you that it's not Gezris or Bruverhoog, and that it's only 6 provisions? You'd say that card should be in every deck. But no, this card's in no decks. Hey May Flaminica. At the end of your turn, heal all other units on this row by 1. This card is a 6-point body, difficult to remove, and if you can get some damage stuff on the row, it's just playing for crazy points. Yes, it's not Gezris. I recognize it's not Gezris. It's not Bruverhoog, although it's sort of like Bruverhoog. It's a little different because if you do damage something, then this gives you points. And with Bruver, if they knock your shield off, then you don't get any points. But those are really high provision cards. This is a 6 provision card. And as you're going to see today, it can play for upwards of 10 points easily. It often plays for 10 or 11 on deploy. I mean, this card's crazy. So, yeah, I built a deck around it. Let me show you. Here's the deck. Let me take you through a few of the key features. So, first of all, I mentioned there's a lot of cards in the game that damage themselves and set up your Hey May Flaminica. Cards that you're not actually giving anything away by damaging themselves. It's in their mechanics. So, Bear Witchers. We're playing double Bear Witchers. We're also going to get a third one off the Heron Kaduk. Bear Witcher, when you play it, it's going to damage itself by 3. Once you have Adrenaline 4, it's going to damage itself and an enemy unit by 3. So it'll play for 8. It'll come out as a 5 that's damaged by 3 and damage your opponent's thing by 3. And then obviously it's ready for us to heal up. Next, we have the Dim and Light Longships. These have great synergy with the Hey May Protectors. Obviously, like, this is a very old combo. You know, this has been getting played in Warriors for a long time. But the Hey May Protector really has a ton of synergy in this deck. We have a bunch of stuff that's going to be damaging itself. We are playing the Hey May Spear Maiden. Not a card you're typically going to see. A 5 for 4, not excellent, but it does damage itself. So, the last things that damage themselves are going to be the Armor Up. After you play it, it does 2 damage on your opponent's side, 3 damage on your own. So, in all, you hope to be producing 4 damaged bodies with this. 3 on your own side, 1 on your opponent's side. Obviously, the Flaminica is only going to benefit from the ones on your side, but we do have our Payoff cards that will benefit from both. Next card that damages itself is Darren. So Darren is not something that people are going to be playing often, you know. It's a little bit expensive for the thinning it does. Obviously, you're going to be getting Morkvarg most of the time. Maybe that's not obvious, but you play it, it damages itself by 3, goes down to a 4, and then it will send your Morkvarg to the deck. When Morkvarg goes to the deck, it's going to summon itself to the melee row and give itself Doomed. It's a nice 9-point play, thinning, and gives you a damaged unit, a damaged by 3 unit. So your Flaminica can potentially get 3 turns of engine value on your Darren. The last card that will be damaging itself is the Blue Boy Lugos. So whenever this unit takes damage, you're going to damage a random enemy unit by 2. We are playing the Urson Ritual Leader, so we're going to be using 4 of our damages from our leader onto our Lugos. So Lugos isn't damaging itself, but we'll be damaging him every time. He comes out as a 6. He's going to be a 2 after we use 4 of our charges on him. Our last charge gets used on Miss Sarah Sandcrate. Everybody knows what she does. Great card. 15-point tempo play. Thins out your Drum and Shield Maidens from your deck. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Then we have our Payoff cards for all of this damage on our side. So first of all, we have the Arnagod. Arnagod is going to, so he just got a buff. He has 2 armor now. He used to have no armor by himself. So he's basically like a 9 for 10 now if you don't get his adrenaline thing off, assuming your opponent doesn't just deal with him immediately. In which case they probably had to use a Heat Wave, which we're fine with trading him for a Heat Wave. Obviously, they're both 10 provisions. But if you get his adrenaline off, this can sometimes have up to like 10 armor on it, which means it's going to be doing 17 damage to the next things that your opponent plays. Lots of matchups, this is going to be useful. You play against lined pockets. In round 3, they're usually playing, like, you wouldn't want to play this round 1, right? Because they're usually just going to be playing crimes and things, and this isn't going to get any value. But if you are in round 3, they're going to be playing their jack, they're going to be playing their gourd, they're going to be playing spenders. If they can't get a spender down because of your Arnagod, they just lose. So, pretty good, pretty good. Also, he's going to be taking damage when your opponent is playing stuff. So he also becomes an additional damaged unit for your other payoff cards. So, next payoff card, Hey Flaminica. We talked about her. She's going to be getting lots of value. For 6 provisions, I mean, she's really a superstar. Next, we have the Bear Witcher Mentor. We're only playing 1 Bear Witcher Mentor. This card can be pretty bad in a short round. He's great when he's great. He's not so good when he's bad, you know. We really don't want to be playing 4 for 5s or 5 for 5s. And we do have access to another one off of him, or another of him from the Heron Kaduk. This is also an additional healer. So we have 2 sources of healing in this deck, the Flaminica and the Heron Kaduk. Oftentimes we're going to try to use them in separate rounds so they don't interfere with each other's value. Yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of payoff. So lastly, we have just our big power plays and our control tools, really. So we have a Hemdall in here for a wide punish. Hemdall is just a really good card. Lots of decks are going wide these days. You Hemdall AQ at the right time, and they're kind of just left defenseless. Then we're playing Heatwave. A lot of scenarios getting played right now. Elves are playing Feign Death. We like to deal with that. We like to deal with Masquerade Ball. I mean, it's never a bad card, you know. There's not really any matchup except for AQ right now, where Heatwave is just really terrible. So, and even in AQ, we're usually going to get like 7 points off of it. So, obviously not what we're hoping for, but not the worst ever. Our AQ matchup with this deck is actually pretty good. We have a lot of like single pings from like the Dim and Light Longship, and I mean, that's it, you know, but we're going to be healing up our Dim and Light Longship, so we just get to blast them off all game if our opponent doesn't do something about it. Dire Bear is huge in the AQ matchup. It's very good in the line pockets matchup. So the problem in line pockets, right, is you can be playing some sort of card that affects them in a negative way, and then they can just steal it from you, right? They don't really have the removal for this unless they're playing the Heatwave version. But with Dire Bear, if they steal this, it doesn't matter because it's still on their row and it can't be boosted. So there's nothing your opponent can do if you play a Dire Bear on the row with their Cleaver and their Sir Skewertooth, or you put it on the row with their Spender. They're screwed. They can't really deal with this card at all. So really underrated card. Bad against Skellige. That's about it. Good against pretty much everything else. You'd be surprised how much this card gets heat waved. So and that's just a trade up, you know. 9 provisions for 10 provisions. Heron Kaduk is obvious, has a ton of synergy with this deck, makes us a Bear Witcher or a Bear Witcher Mentor. We can even use a Quartermaster once in a while. Jenga Fret is a lock, so we have very diverse control tools in this deck, which is something I really like a lot about it. There's no matchups that just seem terrible, you know. And I think that covers it. We're playing a single Gutting Slash. So the general plan with this deck is round 1, we want to be setting up our damaged units with our bronzes. So we're going to be doing the Heimei Protector Longship stuff. We're going to be playing our Spear Maidens next to our Heimei Protectors. We are often going to be dropping Blue Boy on red coin to kill whatever thing our opponent decided to put out first. We can try to do our thinning, so we're often going to be playing Darren in round 1 to get our Morkvarg out. So this deck has a a really good long round and a really good short round. That's one of the great things about it. So in certain matchups, we're going to want to bleed. Other matchups will just take the long round. But it is important that you play the correct cards in the correct round length. So for example, Arnagot in a short round, not that good. You really want to be getting his adrenaline effect off. And obviously you can get his adrenaline effect in a short round, but there's not going to be a lot of damaged units on the board for him to get benefit from. So typically, if we're not going to win round 1, we want to be passing fairly early so that we can defend a bleed strongly with our payoff cards. Just have time to set up our payoff cards basically in round 2. And then in a short round, we got Hemdall, we got Saris, we got the Heron Kaduk with the Bear Witchers. We have quite a bit for a short round. It's going to be really difficult for our opponent to deal with it. Obviously, we have Heatwave 2. Deck's really strong. I didn't lose a single match in the making of this video, so I usually like to include like a loss or something where the deck struggled so you guys can see it, but we just mopped everybody up. So I just picked what I thought were the more interesting games. So yeah, we'll get down to the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy. All right. What do we got first? Who's first on the execution block? Some Carapace. Okay, Bloodthirst is going to be a challenge. This card's pretty nice. Armor Up's pretty nice against Kelly. It just gives him, obviously, little 1-power things to kill. So we probably want to try to hold on to this until Kelly comes out. We can't have that. Alright, this hand might be okay. Probably maul one of these. Oh, nice. We got our thinning. Okie dokie. Thinning is a super nice proactive play. We don't have too many. Oh, we might just Haymake Protector, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. He might natural select us. Nope. And Dragolarva. I don't think Kelly plays in Dragolarva, right? Could this be vampires? He is the Unseen Elder. I think this might be vamps. So we might want to think about a Blue Boy Lugos here. We can just take these right out. I always hate when I'm monsters and someone does that to me. Boy, do I hate it. Alright.
Come on, let's go. Time to face.
We're gonna get him. Bruxa comes down. So I'm wondering when the best time to drop our Dire Bear would be. If it's going to be earlier to stop these Thrive units. Because I don't know if they have anything that really grows. Yeah, I don't think the Carapace build plays Oriana. Which obviously would be something that grows. Maybe we do this and then Armor Up. Don't love using Armor Up. I think we'll just go for the Darren now. Yeah.
We can hide your stench.
I'm not quite sure what our macro should be in this game. If it's vampire... Okay, never mind. I do know. It's for sure vampires now. So we will be bleeding. We'll be winning, and then we'll be bleeding. But most importantly, we'll be winning first. Don't really have a way to deal with that. We could kill this thing.
Behold the goddess's wrath!
That seems okay. Maybe we should boost this up. We're boosting the front row because if we drop the star of the show, Hey May Flaminica, we're going to drop it on the back row. Alright, he is just bleeding us up. Ah, alright, so he's preparing something over here. I do believe he is preparing a... Ooh, what is that thing called? It's never really seen any play. The thing, it used to drain you and boost itself by 3, but now I think it'll give me bleeding 3 and then boost itself by 10. Proto-flutter. That's what it's called. Almost makes me want to take my pass here. Yeah, we're gonna take our pass. I don't know about that, but he's got a really big proto-flutter threat here. There it is. There it is. That is a big play. This card's cool. I wonder if this card could be used in a non-vampire deck. Just like some kind of point slam monsters list. Maybe something that plays Undying Thirst. Alright. Well, we still have our Flaminica. We still have some things that get damaged. He always dry passes us, right? So we have to save something for a dry pass. Oh, gosh dang it. For some reason I was valuing this because I was thinking that this is Kelly, but it's not Kelly. Alright, we're just gonna lose that. That's good. We'll keep this. Don't want to be drawn into any shield maidens or anything. Probably is not going to push us this round. Oh! I take it back. He's pushing us. Seems like a good time to slap a dire bear down. Good as time as any. Puts us ahead. Stops his shenanigans. Although, yeah, he doesn't have a ton of boosty shenanigans that he's doing. Although he can't boost his cave troll now. As if I was going to be able to kill it anyways. We're in a bit of a pickle. I think I'm just gonna put this down and start shooting this, but it doesn't feel great. It's really surprising if he bleeds us here. Truly. Alright, well, I don't think we have too much of a choice. I have stuff that does damage, so I'm gonna need to get through that shield eventually. If I didn't have a handful of damage, I would just save the 5 points in my boat. Yikes. Okay, is it Hemdall time? Can deal with this thing, potentially. Or do we wait until we're going to get more value out of Hemdall? This thing, at the end of your turn, you're bleeding 2. God, yeah, this thing's just playing for a ridiculous amount of points. Alright. Got no choice. Come on. Yes.
Finally.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. If we can save our Saris, that would be great. So we're probably going to try to Arnagod this round. It's pretty important for this deck that you save your short and long round pieces for their respective rounds. Like Arnagod in a short round, it's okay, but he really does better when you can have damage stuff on the board. Yikes. I don't really want to shoot this, but then this will have Bloodthirst. I could give it Bloodthirst with this instead. Yeah, let's do that.
I don't train on the cone. I hate it.
Alright, Arnagod is in business. Probably going to drop him next turn. If it puts us ahead. If it doesn't put us ahead... Nah, I think we're actually just going to drop him anyways. Oh boy, yeah, he's really going for it, so... God, this is rough. This is rough, rough, rough. Okay. Put this up here. It's gonna get a lot of armor.
No place safer than the belly of a mountain.
There's a chance he passes. I mean, this is getting a lot of passive points. This is getting a lot of passive points. I don't know what his short round looks like, but we have a pretty nice short round. Yeah, assuming we can get to our stuff. This is really nice. This, of course, is very nice. We already have our Saris. We have our Flamennica. Although Flamennica is another one of the cards much better in a long round, when we can develop a lot of damaged units.
We shall conquer this world as we have conquered countless
Nice.
others.
Okay. So time to slam this down, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Nature's a fickle beast.
Not going to be able to put anything else melee row. Just in case we do have to Saris. Unless he kills some of our stuff, of course. Okay. It's a little late for that, right? 3 turns of Blood Moon? I guess it's 3 of my turn, so... But yeah, but he stacked it on the same row. I don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. Alright, well... We can play 2 cards up front now. Probably I play this next.
Need a hand? Just chop one off.
Because we're going to get more value from the Flamennica if this gets to be on the field damaged longer. Gosh, I don't think he can 2-0 us here, but... Maybe. Saris a ton of points. Oh, it'd be great if we get to keep our card. Ooh, boy, would that be great. to do some pretty serious math here. Does this do anything passively? No. So this is giving us bleeding 2 and triggering at the end of his turn. Alright. Yeah, I think we have to let him have it all here. Alright, well, we're going to find out. We know Jenga is not enough, so we might as well do this first.
No reprieve! Our shield! Our rampart!
Ooh, baby. Oh, are we gonna make it? No. Oh, man. So, oh, yes. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Ooh, keeping our card. I don't think he's got anything left. I think he just busted his whole nut. Yeah, what do they play? They don't play a short round. He really went for it there. He really went for it. He didn't even get his card back. All right. Don't want that. That's nice. This is looking pretty good here, right? Yeah, that's the only thing we really want to go for is the heat wave. I think we're gonna keep this. Don't really have anything passive. I mean, this is not great, right? Like, what's he gonna play that this is gonna be really good on in such a short round? I think we're just gonna slam it down.
You're coming with me, dead or alive.
Okay. We like to see 3 power cards coming down in round 3 when we're a card up. We like that a lot. Especially when we can immediately wax them.
I'll cleave you.
Boom, get waxed. What do you got, pal? Hope it's something great. Because I don't think it's going to be enough. We got 4 points hiding in here. We got 8 points here for 12 points. And then we're going to get to kill his biggest thing, whatever that is. Oh, he is playing Oriana. That's a little bit surprising. I mean, does he play like Azrael or something? I don't know if it's worth saving the heat wave. He's got to play something bigger than that, right? I think so.
What are you gonna do? Huh?
That is bigger. Still not enough. Could just pass. But I think when our opponent plays his last card and is still short, he's saying he wants to see what we got. And we'll show him. We got a unique deck. He might want to see it. I'd be jealous if I saw it. Very jealous. IDR, or ITR, or however you say it, is really scary. Like, the art's really terrifying. Okay, movement. So our boats are in jeopardy, definitely. Can't have this for sure. We probably don't want this. Yeah, get out of here. That's not what we wanted. But we do have a pretty playable hand here, actually. We could ostensibly play our whole hand, except for this Shield Maiden round 1. I like that. I like that very mucho. That's probably my heat wave, honestly. Yeah, it's just out of Lugos range. Yeah, we're gonna take it. Probably gonna try to win this round uneven. I think we have a pretty damn good hand. I mean, we don't have to win uneven, to be fair. We really want to win, though, because it would appear this is full movement. And they're just gonna eat our lunch in a long round. I refuse to have my lunch eaten.
For the clan!
Good try, pal. You do not get to have that card against me. Both sentries gone. Sure. I don't understand why they kill the oh, because he's gonna play Cat Witcher, that's why. I was gonna say I don't understand why they killed the 2-point blue boy, but it's because when the Cat Witcher hits him, he's gonna end up damaging the Cat Witcher by 2.
Catnip instead of crowns?
Obviously, they don't want that. Okay. So Longship seems pretty good here. If Longship sticks for 1 turn, then we'll get to kill it with armor up next turn. We should have a healthy amount of Bloodthirst for our Bear Witcher Mentor as a big tall finisher at the end. Okay. I think we feel fine about that. Because we still have like a solid long round in us, so we can put quite a bleed on him. So the question is, what do we want to play here? We could go Darren for the thinning, but I don't know if that's worth it. Armor up's kind of nice to have in a long round. We can get our Bear Witcher Mentor. Well, I guess it doesn't actually matter that it's a long round. Yeah. We're just gonna do the armor up.
If you're not fast enough, the windmill will hit you hard.
Yeah, so obviously, like, we couldn't do any of these middle 4, but I could potentially have played the Bear Witcher Mentor or the Bear Witcher. Really, I was considering the Bear Witcher more, but the Bear... Yeah, I don't know. It's really close. The Bear Witcher didn't have Adrenaline yet, but it doesn't really matter because we were just having to take him for the round, so... The only thing that should really be considered is how useful it is for the next round. Okay. Don't want you. Oh, no. That was pretty dumb to take that last mulligan, I think. The good news is, since we are the bleeders, we don't necessarily have to bleed that far. So, we're probably going to end up a narrowing for our Flaminica here. I'm thinking I'll just start right off with Darren. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I have Morkvarg in hand. Oh god. What a dingus I am. Good play. 4 for 6. And thinning. Oh yeah. Give it to me all day. Man, that's so bad. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
Humans are scum. I prefer elves, dwarves, pixies even.
I think, honestly, I think I might just allow the long round. Because he doesn't have any more of these. He doesn't have any more Cat Witchers now. Like, Gezrus is a problem. Do I have an out to Gezrus? I think I can lock it, right? Yeah, I can Jenga Fred it. Oh, I could just Dire Bear the back row. Ooh! That's actually super nasty. He'll just move it, though. Never mind. Yeah, we're just gonna put this down. This is called... I've made a terrible mistake. Now I gotta figure out how to make the best of it. Thankfully, we still had over 7 cards, and we cannot lose our card advantage here. Wow, he's just dumping down the engines. He's just confident we're bleeding him, but we're not. Ah. We're not bleeding you. Well, pretty big mistake there in the mulligan phase and in the first move of the game phase. Pretty much through that one a little bit, but still got a chance. Okay. What are we still needing? Only this? Okay, so I probably am just gonna keep this hand then, huh? I think so. My Flamenca's not going to play for a ton, because I don't have that much stuff that's going to be damaged. But, could play for a little bit. Yeah, we'll just keep this hand. Alright, what do you got for a long round now, pal? Oh, Harmony.
Has anyone seen me parrot?
That was not expected. So, like, the problem with Saris is Gezrus is going to get a bunch of value from it. So I almost want to, like, last say it. But then I just don't have a ton of proactivity for now. Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do about it.
All together!
I might just be able to lock the Gezrus.
Give them no rest! No
Yeah, I'm not
reprieve!
actually sure what's better. We're gonna see a Gezrus for sure. If he starts stacking shit in this front row though, I'm probably just gonna drop the Dire Bear up front, because like he doesn't want it in the back either. So like he doesn't have any really good options to move it around. I've been running into some really unique decks this season, I gotta say. Like last season, it was the same thing every game, it seemed like. It was just line pockets, iced, double cross, or Arrakis. But I don't know. I guess people are just bored of it, you know. So people are mixing it up, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot. Come on, man. Make your move. Ooh. Ooh. What is going on here? You feel bad since I threw the first round? You're gonna throw this round? All right. If you say so. Yeah, I'm gonna put this Dire Bear up here. Cat Witcher. Cat Witcher comes to the party.
Yeah, I work for the Queen.
So the Cat Witcher is going to give us a nice amount of bloodthirst for our little mentor here. Going to be a big mentor eventually. We also might be able to get a lot of value from our Heme Flaminica. Didn't even think about that. I could just put it in the front row and get lots of value from his Gezrus. Or really like turning his Gezrus off, more like. Man, when you have like a bunch of cards in your hand that you can't play till the end, this adrenaline stuff, it really makes things complicated. I'm tempted to just go for the... I think I'm just going to go for the Flaminica now. Maybe he won't think it's much of a threat. Oh. That was really dumb. That was really dumb. Now I'm not going to get any bloodthirst up there. Denied myself points from my Arna God and my Bear Witcher mentor and the other Bear Witcher mentor I'm going to play off Heron Kaduk. Okay, yeah, so like what are you going to do now when you play your Gezrus? You're just going to move it again? Maybe that is the plan. Ah, alright.
The elves have our paths. Don't worry
Okay.
about me.
What have you in store for me? What have you? So I gotta play 2 more cards before these are live. You know, I'm just gonna go Heron Kaduk for the Quartermaster. And then I'm gonna damage these up, and they're just gonna heal themselves. Okay, so I need 1 more play before I can start Bear Witchering. Sure. I don't know why he's trying to stack my front row like this. It's pretty weird. It's really weird. And now, like, yeah, like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with your Gezrus?
I like the way you
Oh, you're gonna...
die, Hugo.
Gosh, I'm such a goof. I keep forgetting he's just gonna move this with this. Unless I kill this, though. Like, how does he know I'm not gonna kill it? Alright, well, we have a ton of bloodthirst now, so it seems like a good time for this. Good as time. Good a time as any.
Strength matters not if you lack the skill to wield it.
But I don't train on the comb. I hate
Okay,
it.
well, at least do that now. Yeah, we'll do this
The
one
windmill.
next, and then
The sticks spin around and smash you.
we'll bop the button. Flaminica once again just playing for ridiculous points. 6 is hard to remove. It really is.
Never is easy.
Okay. Seems like a good time for the Arnagad. Well, could go for this first, or I could go for the Hemdall first. I kind of like that. Gosh, he's gonna give me a full row though. Yeah, okay. He's gonna Gaten eventually. I'm just gonna do this.
I'll cleave you in two.
Dominica putting in more work. Look at this score. Like what? Like Gaten comes next and then Gezrus? Or maybe he goes Gezrus now to hit my melee row, and then Gaten's all of it back next turn, and then hits my melee row again. It's possible. Alright, well, joke's on him, because I'm not going to let that Gezrus go off. Joke's on you, pal.
Dwarves had it right. No place safer than the belly of a mountain.
How will you ever get your Gezrus down safely now? Man, if we win this game after screwing up the round 2 bleed so badly, Although, honestly, like, it went pretty well. Okay, yeah, this was his plan. To just, to remove the dire bear. I could have locked this. You know, I should have maybe locked it. But, I don't know. Yeah, he's just not going to get this Gezrus down. He just isn't. That's a lot of points. Maybe we just take this lock. See, we want to kill this when it jumps back there. We want to just kill it with our Hemdall, so... Oh, actually, let's take this lock. Probably should have... You know, actually, we definitely should have locked this when it was up here, because we knew the Gaten was coming. I forgot this thing was just going to play for a pile of points. Sure. Uh-oh. Brayhen coming, maybe? Yeah. Well played. Damn, so I keep fucking up.
You fight me, or
I
you watch her
definitely should have
die.
locked this. Okay, so he has Gezrus coming. This is pretty scary. Pretty scary indeed. Oh, he gives up. I mean, I guess this is just a better Gezrus, actually. Yeah, in that situation, it's just a Gezrus with an 8 body. Good game, buddy. Geshka. Oh, 6 Eshka 9. Haha. I'm with you. Who's next? Line
Control the
pockets.
docks, control the
A
city.
real test. Alright. Alright. Think we're ready for it. Don't want you. Don't want you. Okay. Not very flexible mulligans for us this game. Let's see. Ooh, that's weird. Starting with Siggy, did you miss your
My
safecrackers?
lads will make sure of that.
What a strange play. I don't even know what to make of that. I sort of want to just kill Siggy. It's like my best gutting slash all game. Yeah, that's like the kind of the weird thing about this deck, Line Pockets, is they don't play like anything that can be killed with like 4 or 5p damage, except a drill. Drill's the only thing. Seems like a decent bear, right? We just take this round. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Let's do it. So, the cool thing about Bear in this matchup is he really can't do anything. Oh, wow. He could do that. Wow, that was really expensive for him to kill that. Really expensive. We hate to let him take this round. But he's up by a lot. We're gonna throw down the protector.
That's what we are.
Probably just kills it. The bad thing is, like, we're gonna get really bled here, but we should be able to deal with the bleed relatively well. He's not gonna get much carryover. Let's see, he has had to commit quite a lot this round, and we have committed. When we committed a dire bear. I think we just take this pass. Ah, man. This deck really it just feels like it's impossible to win round 1 against this deck. Because like they usually put up the safe crackers, which come out just huge, and then they just get so much value off all of their crimes. It's pretty crazy. All right. We'd love to find like Arnagot or something. Probably gonna toss one of these. Definitely don't want that. Okay, that's big time. So now we can Nero for Arnagot potentially. We have Heyme Flaminica. We have this that we're gonna try to hold. But yeah, we're definitely willing to spend this whole hand except for Saris. This is probably our blue boy. Yeah.
For the clan! For Skellige!
So if he doesn't have Furco here, he might not be able to get the other safecracker out. Because Justice alone ain't gonna do it. Okay, he has Furco.
Never a problem 4 inches of steel couldn't solve. Get out, you baldy-faced
So
baby.
if we can, we'd like to make it so that his drill is not going to be too much of a problem for us, but I don't know if that's something we can do realistically. I think his drill is just going to drill us down, and that'll be that. Can you just throw down the long ship? Start shooting this. So we're setting up some Flaminica damage, setting up for our Bear Witcher Mentor, setting up for our Arnagot.
Interesting.
Just getting set up all around. So maybe this is the move. Maybe we hit this here and then armor up it. Ah, we'd really like a back row armor up though. So to get the Flaminica value from it. Yeah, we'll just hit this, right? We don't have any random damage anymore. Yeah. Boom.
You gotta be quick. You gotta dodge. You gotta have to...
So now our Flaminica coming down for 11. And then gonna be playing for even more. Busted card. Busted.
Use it. Not sure for what just yet.
This is a pretty weird spot here. I don't have any obvious locks. I think I am just going to play the... I really don't want to play this now because it takes value away from my Arnagot and my Bear Witcher Mentor. Think about just playing the Bear Witcher Mentor now for 10. Yeah, let's do that.
More pain now, less pain later.
Let's do that. We're going to shoot this thing. Because why not? So we need to get one more card down before Arnachad comes down. Depending what he plays, we might lock something. Can't play this yet, or Arnachad yet. We don't want to play this, and we can't play this till we play the other stuff. So that leaves Jenga Fret, and we have a perfect lock target. Damn, that's actually a huge bummer that he's killing all these. He's getting really bad value on his coins, though. So maybe we just don't mind that much.
Haven't got all day.
So our Flaminica is not looking as good now. Certainly. She ain't bad. I mean, she'll still probably end up playing for quite a few points. I think we're gonna go Kaduk here.
All that dancing around. It's not for me.
So we might actually be able to save the Kaduk for round 3 and just do all our healing with the Flaminica.
Double the coin and consider it done.
Okay, yeah, so clicking this does not get us ahead, so we're not going to do it. Okay. That's actually fine. So we could either play the Flaminica or we can just a Nero for something. I think, obviously, a Neroing for something is the play. Probably just a Nero for a Spear Maiden. Is 5 enough? Yeah, 5's enough. Okay, Spear Maiden it is.
Behold the goddess's wrath!
Our opponent's got a lot of short round stuff. He's still got a Cleaver. He's still got a Gourd. He's still got a Jacques. He's still got a Philippa. He's got a lot. The problem with Hemdall is Line Pockets likes to row stack, but it's all cleavers with their damn shields. Alright, we don't want you for sure. This is probably what we're going to have to go with. Right? I mean, I don't see anything else we could do here. We definitely don't want to throw anything back. Yeah, these are like the only 2 cards worth going for. Yeah, we'll finish here. Yeah, so we are going to go Ceres.
Definitely careful there.
Obviously, it's our only real proactive play. So if he doesn't go Cleaver, he does go Cleaver. If he hadn't gone Cleaver, we were just going to Arnagad right away. This might be the Arnagad spot anyways. We just... Oh, if he steals Arnagad, we just lose. That's the, that's the problem. We're just never ever gonna win if he steals Arnagad. Can definitely think about this heat wave. Yeah, you know, we're just gonna take it. If we had Last Say, we would hold on to it, because they usually go really tall, but that card was gonna go tall, you know.
100 paces off, 200.
No doubt about it, that card was gonna go tall. Okay, so Philippa, Gourd, Jacques, we're thinking is in there. So if we go Arnagad now, he could go Jacques. It will damage our Arnagad by 2, and then he'd be able to Philippa next turn, potentially. We could heal it, though, with the Flaminica, maybe before he can do that. Alright. Right? Or is this the play? This plays for 9, plus I get the 2 boosts. It's not that good of a steal for him. Nah, we'll play the Arnagod. We're actually gonna play it here.
Dwarves had it right. No place safer than the belly
Then we
of a
can
mountain.
get a boost by 2 if he plays Jacques. Because if he plays Jacques, he's gonna knock this down to a 4, and then a boost by 2 will bring it to a 6, and he's only got enough coins to steal a 5. Okay, that is what happens.
Gaze into my eyes and promise your death.
So this is kind of exciting. He might not have enough. He might not have the spenders for this. He really might not. We're actually going to Flaminica this back row. Reason being is because this is going to take more damage. So this is going to get an extra point. After this takes its next piece of damage. Sure. What are you going to take? Aha! Ooh, baby, we outsmarted him. That's why you gotta plan your moves. Alright, so he's got a gourd next. That is unfortunate. So, gourd's gonna play for a lot, that's for sure. But this is gonna do some damage to it. We're gonna get a heal here. Yeah, okay.
Finally.
Only got 9 points off of this. Got the heal. Alright, so he's gonna have to have, like, almost max size gourd to be able to beat us here. Woo, baby. No 13-point gourd for you.
Cut your dog.
The deck's unbeatable. Unbeatable. Good game, Mr. 10-inch hero. Good game. Oh, 10-inch hero. Man, there are some sexual names floating around today, let me tell you what. Back on peak. We were memeing pretty hard, so we've climbed a little ways out with this one. Thank you guys for watching. I had a really good time making this video. The deck's super duper fun. I love, like, set them up and knock them down type decks, you know. AQ where you got to set things up. Swarm, in this case, damage units all over the board. I love decks that require some setup, you know. So, really fun time. Your opponent doesn't know what's coming for him. Arnagod really can shut a lot of decks down. Yeah. So I think you guys will enjoy. If you liked the video, please leave me a like and maybe even subscribe. I would love that very much. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.